Hi, my name is Jeremy Tucker, and I'm the Director of Arts Education for Durham Public Schools. We're very lucky to have so many strong partnerships with many arts organizations throughout the Triangle. On today's segment of Partner Talks, we will speak to Marlon Torres, the Executive Director of North Carolina Arts in Action, who has expanded their reach during COVID from 200 students in Durham Public Schools to being able to reach every single student in Durham Public Schools. How you doing, Marlon?
Hello, Jeremy. I'm well. How are you?
Thank you so much for taking time to talk with our audiences about our partnership with Arts in Action. I want to first tell them just a little bit about you. Marlon began his career at the age of 8 as a performer in a televised variety show featuring child performers in his native Venezuela. Marlon later joined the international modern dance company Galumfa based in New York. Marlon holds an MBA in Operations and Marketing from the University of Leicester in the UK, a BA in Theatre and Dance from Binghamton University, and is a certified project manager professional and a certified association executive. Today, he is doing amazing work with North Carolina Arts in Action, an organization that uses dance, music, and performance to instill life skills such as self-esteem, perseverance, and excellence in children. We are thrilled to be speaking with him today to learn more about what this organization offers Durham Public Schools teachers and students. Would you take a second to tell us a little bit about Arts in Action, its mission, and the great work that it's doing with our Durham Public Schools students and teachers?
North Carolina Arts in Action brings professionally trained teaching artists into the classroom that know how to use dance as a vehicle of instruction. We use dance and live music to help build important life skills in children. In a typical year, we would be reaching approximately 1,400 children across schools in the Triangle in North Carolina. And our program is based on the fundamental belief that any child has the right to participate in the arts as part of a well-rounded education. North Carolina Arts in Action has touched the lives of 10,400 children since we started our program only 15 years ago. And this year we're celebrating that milestone.
Thank you, Marlon. I want to just bring out to our audience that your programming really pins on arts integration techniques to help our students connect with core subjects using the arts as a vehicle to learn and to understand. We are grateful to have Arts in Action in so many of our schools with so many of our students. Would you tell everyone out there typically what is Arts in Action? And if I were to walk into a school, what would that look like?
Yes, Jeremy. In a typical year, we offer our core programming, which is a 16-week, once a week residency program that brings to the schools, specifically to the fourth grade level, 3 teaching artists who break down into a lead teacher, an assistant, and a musician. Those classes are integrated with the fourth grade curriculum. So when you walk into an Arts in Action class, you will see an entire fourth grade class, regardless of their abilities, regardless of where they may be in their developmental stages, join the rigorous process of learning through the arts and using the arts as a way to reinforce important academic content.
Yeah, I think it deserves just to restate that all children don't learn the same, and many students learn through the processes that they experience through arts education. And I think what's important for our audience to know is that through Arts in Action, even in just our fourth grade, all of our fourth grade students that experience this program, they take the process that they learned through the arts with our program like Arts in Action, and then are able to take that and apply that to all subjects that they learn from fourth grade all the way until an adult. And so they would not get that opportunity without Arts in Action. I think that's definitely worth celebrating.
So true. I could not agree more.
So this year is not a typical year at all. And I have to commend Arts in Action, your staff, and your community, because while other organizations may have stopped or stifled their programming for our students around the country, Arts in Action has taken this moment as an opportunity to reach more students. So I'd love for you to tell us kind of what does your programming look like now, and how involved, and what are our kids enjoying this year with Arts in Action?
It's important to me to recognize that although we're in the same storm, we're not all on the same boat. And I know that Arts in Action is fortunate to count with important partners like DPS and our funders and foundations that believe in what we do to help us become even more innovative at this time. So what we have done in the very unusual time of COVID is, first and foremost, we wanted to make sure that we could create a module online that would be available to every family in Durham Public Schools and in our area to access and to do at home in and with their families. That's the first thing we did. And then we continued to organize ourselves for the year, knowing that it would be really unusual. So we went with great focus into sharpening our curriculum for the year, because we knew that we were going to begin to offer our residency virtually. So one of the most exciting projects that we're doing at the moment is with Durham Public Schools as part of Wellness Wednesdays. And that's the day that every child is encouraged to take a moment away from their schoolwork and their worries and join us on a virtual class where they will experience from their living rooms what it feels like to learn with Arts in Action. And that's what we're doing.
And so for those of you out there that are thinking, what is Wellness Wednesday? First of all, it's a time where our school district places a priority on the social and emotional well-being of our students and our teachers. And so I just have to bring this out even more. I believe you guys were in 2 or 3 Durham Public Schools last year. And I would say, let's just estimate that was 300 students that had access to this program. The access has expanded by 100% this year, where all of our students and all of our teachers and educators have access to Arts in Action. And I think that right there, Marlon, is an example that many other organizations in the arts can definitely follow. So thank you for your leadership.
Thank you, Jeremy, for the opportunity to serve the children, which is what ultimately we want to do. We want to be able to provide the students with their best learning opportunity they can, even when they are not going to the schools. What it's really important to us is to, of course, promote these opportunities so that accessibility to them is a priority to us. So we want to make sure that people know how to find us and they can join us and learn with us. We're very lucky that we have a talented group of staff that really know how to get the best out of each student, and that we have been able to retain during this really tumultuous time. So we're very proud that even during this time, our talent has remained with us, and that also has been possible through the support that all the agencies have provided to all the organizations to make this possible.
So, Marlon, you have talked about so many great opportunities that Arts in Action is offering our DPS students, families, and teachers today. One of those, I think that is so important is Wellness Wednesday. And if you're out there listening to this, you can find out more about Wellness Wednesday on our Ignite page by visiting ignite.dpsnc.net. And you'll find information about how Arts in Action is impacting all of our students and families across DPS. But Marlon, I know there's other ways that we can find out more about the exciting programming and opportunities to give back with Arts in Action. Would you share with us?
Yes, please join us by visiting our website. That's ncartsinaction.org. And you can also send an email to info@ncartsinaction.org. Those are two great ways of following our work and learning about the opportunities that are available to you.
Well, Marlon, thank you so much for taking time to talk with us and let our Durham Public Schools families and communities know about the exciting things that Arts in Action is offering our community. We really appreciate your dedication to a well-rounded education for all of our students in Durham.
Thank you so much. We hope to continue changing the lives of children one dance step at a time.